Hi, welcome to Empyrean Messages. We are coming to the end of 2023. I was just sitting and thinking on all that has happened during the year. Knowingly or unknowingly, sometimes we would have committed some mistakes and we do not know the way forward. Sometimes we wish that there was someone to guide us, to give us an advice. Okay? Now, I'm going to ask these tarot cards for each sign, starting from Aries to Pisces, on the mistakes and the lessons learned. This is a guidance for you so that you don't repeat the same in future again. Okay? So, this may not resonate for everyone. If this is your situation, then it applies to you. If you are looking for guidance, then this applies to you. So this is not for everyone. Okay? This will be a continuous reading, all sides, from starting from Aries to Pisces. So the timestamps will be in the description. So you can click on the timestamp and go directly to your reading. Okay? So I'm going to ask these cards to give me the overall what was something which can be considered as something that you've done unknowingly, like a mistake. And the second card would be what was the lesson learned, or if there is any message for you as a guidance for your future. Okay? So I'm going to ask these cards to give me, for the sign of Aries, what is the mistake and what's the lesson learned? What is the mistake and what's the lesson learned? This is for the sign of Aries. What's the mistake and what's the lesson learned? Okay. You know what the mistake was, that you were rushing into a lot of things. You were rushing into a lot of things which was not necessary. Sometimes uh, speed kills, right? So it is the mistake that I see here is that don't rush into things. And also, this can also mean that you were not as committed to whatever you were doing. It can be relationship or anything that you were doing. You are free spirited, so there was no commitment to anything that you were doing. So when there is no commitment, then there is no result. If you are seeking a result, then there is no result. Okay? So the lesson learned for you is that Five of Wands. So this has created a lot of conflicts. You need to slow down, you need to think, you need to stay focused and be committed to whatever you're doing. This is the advice for you. This has given rise to a lot of conflicts in your life, a lot of conflicts, a lot of challenges in your life. This is proving to be an obstacle for you to move ahead. If you're thinking of moving ahead, then if you're not like this, people are seeing you like this. People are saying that, oh, he is not that committed to his work. Oh, he is not that committed. So they do not give you something which involves a lot of responsibility. So if you have to break this and really prove, then you need to slow down and show that you are very creative and absolutely, once you are focused, then you can really do it. So this is the mistake and the lesson learned for you, Aries. Okay, let's move on. So now we'll go to Taurus. What is the message for Taurus? Anything that they have to learn from? Please give me 2 cards for Taurus. Please give me 2 cards for the sign of Taurus. Please give me 2 cards for the sign of Taurus. Okay, let's see what we've got. When there was something, you faced a lot of instability. Okay, so here what I see is that you're not, um, you're kind of keeping away yourself from a lot of people. So it is asking you that the more you keep yourself away from people, friends, family, and the more you are spending time with yourself, then you're losing out on the happiness that togetherness gives. Okay, so there is a lot of strength in friends, family, and you need to give time to that. You need to give time to that. So what I see here is that most of your time is spent maybe in your work or whatever that you're doing, and there's a lot of time that you're spending with yourself than with others. There are people who want you to be a part of them. It can even be a relationship. They want you to be a part of them. So focus on that. Balance your work life and personal life. That is what it is saying. Balance it. The lesson learned here, or the advice for you, is that you need to come together. That's what it is saying again. Believe in teamwork. It is better than doing alone. Okay? It is going to take time. When you do it alone, You may reach the destination, but it may take time. You may still reach your goal, but it will be much faster and quicker if you take the support and help of others. Believe in teamwork. Trust others. That is the message for you, Taurus. Okay? Involve others. And then your ride will be much smoother. That's the message for you. Okay? Now let's move on. Let's see what we've got for Gemini. Please give me the energies for Gemini. 2 cards to know if there's any guidance for them. Any guidance. Any mistakes and how to, set it right. Any guidance. Please give me 2 cards for the sign of Gemini, please. One more shuffle. Please give me the energies for the sign of Gemini. What I see here is that there is strength in coming together. Something may have affected your partnership or your love life or your business partnership. Something has affected it. So, it is asking you something has maybe you have kind of separated temporarily, you're not speaking to each other. That's what I see here. You will have abundance. You will have it will really make a big difference for you if you come together. That is where the strength lies. That is what it is saying. If there is a breakup or you are living separately, then the advice for you here is that you can only grow by coming together. There is a partnership that I see here. It's like yin and yang. It's like 2 sides of the coin, okay? You have to come together to make it work. You both are not doing well as, separate individuals. But when you come together, you make whatever, even if it is business relationship, the creativity or whatever, that's remarkable. Even as a relationship, if you're coming together as partners, it's like twin flame. You found your soulmate. That's the advice for you. There is abundance. There is positivity. It is also, the Empress is also about, something good, good parenting as well. It can happen only when you come together. That's the advice for you. Give it a thought. If this is your situation, give it a thought. This is the message from the tarot. Okay? So that's for Gemini. So let's see. Moving ahead, let's see what we have for the sign of Cancer. Anything that Cancer has to know, any advice for Cancer, any mistakes or the lessons learned, anything for Cancer, please. Anything for the sign of Cancer. One more shuffle. Please give me the energies for the sign of Cancer. Any mistakes or the lessons learned. This year has been a year of conflicts. A lot of them. It can be a mental conflict or an argument with someone. Frequent arguments. Frequent arguments. It's like, who has got an upper hand here? So what I see here is that a lot of challenges that you are facing or you have faced during the year. Obstacles are there. So what's the lesson learned for you here? So when one such situation arises, you are just, somewhere you are, you are avoiding it, you are running away from it. You're not facing it. There are challenges, there are obstacles. So the message for you here is that face it. Sometimes you cannot avoid. Running away is not the solution. Running away from situation is not the solution. Keeping quiet is not the solution. Escaping is not the solution. That is the message for you. If you're doing this and it is asking you to stop it, face it, only then you will be able to overcome. Once and for all, you will be able to overcome. Otherwise, this will keep repeating again and again, again and again. And you will still be doing this, and this will go on like a cycle. So if you want to come out of this, you need to stand there, face it. Okay, that's the message for you. Don't run away. Okay? That's the message. So that was for the sign of Cancer. Moving on, we go to Leo. Let's see if there is any advice from the tarot for the sign of Leo. Anything that Leo has to know. Anything that Leo has to know. Any advice. Anything that Leo has to know. any mistakes and how it can be corrected. This for the sign of Leo. One more shuffle. Any advice? What was the mistake and any advice for the sign of Leo, please? What it is saying, Leo, is that financially you have had some challenges. Some burden, or there could be a financial loss, something. And you have learned a big lesson from this. Maybe bad investments or business did not do well. This can also mean you did not take care of your health, Leo. You have not been taking care of your health. This is the energy of health as well. So, the message for you here is that unless you take care of your health, things will not change. It is asking you to focus on your health. You have been ignoring something. So focus on that, and then the things will start changing. With regard to finances, be careful with where you invest. Don't go by what someone has suggested. Don't blindly put your money somewhere. That's the message for you. Okay, because someone has really betrayed you. So that's not good. When someone talks to you about money, think twice. That's the advice for you. And of course, your health. It's asking you to focus on your health. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. That was for the sign of Leo. Now coming up is Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo here? What do we have for Virgo? Any mistakes or anything to be learned for the sign of Virgo? Anything for the sign of Virgo? Anything for the sign of Virgo, please? Okay, Virgo. You have always been kind of, busy with yourself. You have always been busy with yourself. You have spent very little time with others. So it is, although it is good for you, overall it may not be a very good energy, because You do not know what else is happening around you, correct? You're so within you, doing your thing, and you are not aware of what is happening all around you. So there is, I can also say that one way, in one manner, you're feeling left alone, but you're not seeing that there are people who absolutely love you. We have the Lover's card. So the advice for you, the lesson learned is that come out of this. There are people around you. Okay? Sometimes before you know, the year is gone by. You'll be so involved. I was just watching a movie recently. He wakes up one day and he thinks that, it's like it's been a year now. He'll be so involved in his work that he will not know when a year has passed. He'll be surprised one day when he wakes up to find that on the calendar the year is different. So he'll ask his wife, why is it different? And she says that's the fact. And he will not believe it. So that's probably what is happening with you. So busy, exhausting work. You don't know how the time is going by. But what is happening with people around you, you do not know. Before you know, they have grown older. So that's the message for you, Virgo. Okay? That's the message for you. Right? So let's move on. Let's see what we've got for the sign of Libra. What do we have for the sign of Libra? Let's see what we have for the sign of Libra. Any advice? What was any mistakes or any advice for the sign of Libra? Anything, please. Anything for the sign of Libra. Anything for. I have to reshuffle this. Too many cards. One has come out already. So, what do we have for the sign of Libra? Any lessons learned or any advice? Any advice for the sign of Libra? Wait. Any advice for the sign of Libra? One more shuffle, one last shuffle. This is for the sign of Libra. Okay, Libra. Something is giving you sleepless nights. Something has really hurt you very deeply. It's hurt you very deeply. So all through the year, you have only been thinking about it. You are unable to come out of this. It's always been there on your mind. Something. It's always been there on your mind. There is anxiety. There is worry. There is some kind of a depression or grief. Something is there on your mind. So it is asking you to come out of this. There is something positive lying ahead of you. Okay? What it is saying is that you're spending too much of sometimes, we give too much of importance to something which really doesn't deserve that much. We will give our time, we will give our emotion time, we shed tears for someone or for some situation which does not deserve it. That's what it is saying. Are you doing too much of it? If there was any breakup, if there was anything, did that person really deserve you? Did they deserve you? So don't give so much of time, because there is something positive awaiting for you. You have beautiful energies. You need to just open your eyes. You need to just change your mindset. Bring in some positivity into your life. Change your mindset. There is beautiful things lying ahead of you. That is the message here. Don't dwell in something which is beyond the time limit, Maybe there was something, but then life goes on. There is something else waiting for you to knock. A loss of something. I'm not saying it's wrong, but then open your eyes. It's for your good. It is affecting your health. Beautiful energies are there for you. That's the advice for you. These are asking you to open your eyes and come, I'm here. That is what it is saying. I'm here to guide you. Lend me your hand. That's what it is saying. Okay? So that's the message for you, Libra. Moving on. Let's see what we have for Scorpio. What is that we have for Scorpio? Anything that Scorpio has to know? Anything like a mistake and a lesson learned for them? What is there for the sign of Scorpio? What is there for the sign of Scorpio? Please give me the energies for the sign of Scorpio. One last shuffle. Please give me the energies for the sign of Scorpio, please. For the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, an opportunity came your way and you did not take it up. There was a missed opportunity. It can be a relationship, it can be a job offer, it can be any kind of an opportunity. It came your way but you did not take it up. You ignored it. Okay? Another thing is that you have always, you've been wanting to start something, but you are stopping. You are always wanting to start something, but you are stopping in your tracks. You're just holding on for another day, so there's a lot of procrastinating. So the message for you here is that don't give rise to this. The opportunities do not come again and again. When you have a chance, take it up. Don't hold on. Don't keep holding on for that, something else, something else. So you are just stopping, not moving ahead. So any opportunity comes, don't ignore. Take it up, because later on it is asking you that don't regret later. When it comes, take it up. When you have a chance, don't ignore it. Okay? So that's the message for you, Scorpio. Now let's move ahead to Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius? Any mistakes, any lessons to be learned for the sign of Sagittarius? Any mistakes, any lessons learned for the sign of Sagittarius, please? What is the message for the sign of Sagittarius? What is the message for the sign of Sagittarius? One last shuffle. What is the message for the sign of Sagittarius? Okay, let's see. So here, there was a chance to change something in your life. It can be a job, or it can be a relationship, or something was there which was there to help you change. The advice for you here is that if you want to change, okay, if you want to change, there is something that you need to work on. One is the skill. Enhance your skill. Enhance the quality of work that you're doing. Why it did not change, or it was left halfway, is because you can definitely do better than what you did earlier. It is there in you. The potential is there in you, but you did not do it. So the focus has to be in, if you want to change, then bring in that quality, bring in that, utilize your skill. You have the potential. If you think you are not skilled enough, then learn about it. Acquire that knowledge. That's a message for you. Acquire that knowledge. If you have this skill and still not using it, that's what is stopping you from big changes. If it is relationship, what is stopping you from changing the situation is that There are some things that you need to change. The way you are approaching. Whatever the situation is, how you are approaching that situation. If you make slight changes in that, then it is going to make big changes. Small changes here will result in big changes in your life. Okay, so that's the message for you, Sagittarius. Let's see, moving on, the sign of Capricorn. We have 3 more signs to go: Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So now this is for the sign of Capricorn. What do we have for the sign of Capricorn, please? Anything for the sign of Capricorn? Anything? What is that they did not do, they could have done? What's the lesson learned? This is for the sign of Capricorn. One more shuffle, please. One more shuffle. What is the message for the sign of Capricorn? Okay. The enemy in you is that you wait for things to change. I remember a person who I know, who he used to always tell that, for things to change, I must change first. For things to change, I must change first. That is such a strong statement, right? It's got a lot of meaning. So it's like that. You're waiting for the change to happen on its own. It will not happen. It will not happen. If you want that to change, you need to change first. Don't wait. There is a waiting energy that I see here. For everything you are like, okay, this is not the right time. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it not now, next week, next month. I'll start then. So it's like you're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. You're waiting for something, someone to come towards you. But then if that has to happen, you need to change. We have the Emperor. You are a very good leader. You are a very good leader. You are excellent in planning. You are someone who can guide others. You are very good at it. But then, that quality of yours, you are not putting it into practice. You have a lot of knowledge. Okay, you are like a born leader. It is there in you. But then you are shying away from putting it into practice. So you need to start doing that. If you are just planning and planning and planning but not doing anything about it, plan remains a plan, right? That's a message for you. Don't just keep thinking about it. Start working on it. Take action. Take action. That's the message for you. Okay? That was for the sign of Capricorn. Let's see what we've got for Aquarius. this is for the sign of Aquarius. What do we have for the sign of Aquarius? Anything that Aquarius has to know? Anything that Aquarius has to know? Anything for the sign of Aquarius? Anything for the sign of Aquarius, please? Anything for the sign of Aquarius? Any mistakes, lessons to be learned for the sign of Aquarius? Give me the energies, please. We have the Emperor and we have the Empress. I was just telling this about Capricorn, that you have something on your mind, that this is what I need to do, this is the strategy, this is the plan, okay? And you are in a position where you can guide others. Even if you are not in that position where you can guide others, you have the capability of displaying your leadership quality. It is there. But whatever you are, you're not going all out. There are beautiful energies that are there with you. But then there is abundance as well. It is waiting for you. The positivity, the abundance, and then the creative side of you. Everything is there waiting for you on the other side. It is saying, come, I'm here. But then there is so much of plan, so much of everything that you have. It's all rolled. It's all on paper. And that rolled sheets, you have it in your hand. You're just waiting. You're here on the other end. That's what it is saying. Go, march ahead. March ahead. Okay, so you have everything in place. March ahead, and that leads you to a lot of abundance, something good, something great. Okay, implement it. That's what it is saying. So that is for the sign of Aquarius. Now coming to the last sign, which is Pisces. What do we have for the sign of Pisces, please? Anything that they need to know, any lessons learned or any mistakes? What is it for the sign of Pisces? Please give me the energies for the sign of Pisces, please. Another shuffle. I'm asking for the energies for the sign of Pisces. Any mistakes or the lessons learned. Any mistakes or the lessons learned for the sign of Pisces, please. You have been manifesting something, Pisces. You have been wishing for something to happen. You have been manifesting it. You have been dreaming about something. You want that dream to be a reality. there is something on your mind which you want that to be in reality. But did you make use of all the resources that you have? Ask yourself that. If you want to make your dream a reality, if your vision has to come true, if you're manifesting something, did you do everything that uh, in your capacity? Did you make use of everything that was offered to you, everything in um, your scope of things? Did you make use of it, utilize it to make it come true? That is why it did not, it has been stalled. So it is saying that get that clarity. Did you not take the step forward, or did you not go ahead with what you had in mind because there was no clarity? Then seek the clarity. Seek the clarity. And then that will give you the direction. That will tell you what you need to do. So what I see here is that there was something on your mind which you were dreaming about. You wanted that to happen, but then you left it midway, or you have just put a block there because there is no clarity. You do not know the truth. So seek that. Know what it is. Okay? And only then this can happen. That is what I see. It will not happen on its own. You need to work on it. It will not happen on its own. Okay? So if you're waiting, thinking that things will change on its own, magic will happen. This is the card of Magician. If you think that magic will happen on its own, it will not. Magician also creates an illusion. Magician also uses a lot of things that he has to create an illusion, to make it happen, to bring it into reality. He also uses a lot of his skills. Okay? So that's what the message here for you is. Okay? So this was for all the signs from Aries to Pisces, as I hope that this has resonated with some of you or most of you. If you have liked my reading today, please do hit the like button, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful year ahead filled with happiness, health and prosperity. Happy New Year once again. Namaste.